Every day you wake up is not something to take for granted. Life is a rare and precious opportunity, and even when it feels hard or unfair, the fact that you are here is proof that the universe has a purpose for your existence. You are alive not to exist passively, but to, even when it feels like no one notices, your presence in this world matters. Every smile you give, every word you speak, every small act of kindness ripples far beyond what you see. Life gives you the power to affect people, to inspire change, and to create connections. That pain and struggle are not signs that life has failed you. They are part of the reason you are alive. They shape your character, deepen your empathy, and teach lessons that no comfort ever could. The challenges you face are not punishments. They are opportunities to discover your resilience, courage, and strength. Your existence is a journey, and the question of why you are alive is not just about survival. It is about evolution. You are here to learn, to expand, to challenge yourself, and to discover what you are capable of becoming. Every decision, every habit, every thought contributes to your growth. We are not islands. You are alive to connect with others, to love, mentor, to teach, and to serve in ways only you can. Life gains meaning when we touch other lives, when we use our experiences to guide, inspire, and lift others. Your story matters because it can become the light for someone else. Even in the darkest times, moments of joy, beauty, and gratitude remind you why life is worth living. Being alive means having the ability to experience laughter, love, awe, and hope. The act of noticing the small wonders around you, sunsets, music, friendship, is itself a reason to wake up every day. Ultimately, being alive is an invitation to discover your purpose. There is something only you can do, something only your life can produce. It may be hidden now, it may take time to understand, but every breath you take is an opportunity to move closer to it. You are alive so that the world can receive the unique gift that only you were meant to give. You wake up as a gift that is often overlooked because we take the very act of being alive, we move through automatic as if that can then breath and yet thing each day to a full oppose the center fat, what we can, the abilities you pause, the ability can see that we can see. If the world owes as if existence is simple fact for granted we. Energy you project affects more people than you can imagine. Even a quiet gesture of care, a gentle word of encouragement, or a moment of listening has the power to change the trajectory of another person's day or life. And this understanding begins to shift the way you move through the world because you no longer measure your value by external approval, recognition, or applause. Instead, you understand that the way you live, the way you show up, the way you treat others is the proof of your significance. And when you embrace this truth, you start to act with more intentionality. You start to approach your relationships, your work, your daily habits, that you are constantly influencing the world, and that every choice you make creates echoes that may return to you or ripple out to touch someone you will never meet. In this way, your life becomes a source of unseen impact, a quiet power that is measured not by immediate results or visible rewards, but by the consistency with which you show up fully, even when the world seems indifferent, even when circumstances are difficult, even when your efforts appear unnoticed, because in reality, nothing you do is ever wasted. Nothing you contribute is ever meaningless. And when you carry this belief in your heart, you begin to act with confidence and courage because you know that your presence is already making a difference. You begin to notice that the people you interact with respond differently when you approach them with genuine attention, when you offer kindness without expecting anything in return, when you share your light without seeking recognition. Slowly, you begin to see that your life is not defined by the validation of others, but by the impact you create simply by being here. And this awareness allows you to move through challenges with resilience because you know that even in your struggles, You are still contributing to the world, that even in your darkest moments, your presence carries significance. And when you start to live fully with this understanding, you no longer compare yourself to others. You no longer measure your worth by external metrics or societal approval. You understand that the most profound impact often happens quietly and invisibly, and that your life matters in ways that are enduring, meaningful, and powerful, even if no one applauds or notices. As you embrace this truth, you start to approach every day with a sense of purpose, with an understanding that your presence is a gift and a responsibility and that the way you live your life every single moment is part of the reason you are even alive. And that realization transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, because you understand that simply by being here, you are already contributing, shaping, inspiring, and leaving a mark that is uniquely yours. Struggle is not something to fear or avoid. It is not a signal that life is against you. It is a fundamental part of being alive, a teacher disguised as challenge, and a sculptor shaping your character through pressure and resistance. Every difficulty, every hardship, every moment that tests your patience, courage, and perseverance is an invitation to grow stronger, to discover depths of resilience you did not know existed. And when you begin to see struggle in this way, as you start to understand that life is not meant to be comfortable at all times, because it is the discomfort that you find your true strength. It is in the moments of resistance that you learn who you are and what you are capable of achieving. The obstacles you face are not punishments. They are not proof that the universe is unfair. They are opportunities. They are doorways into a greater understanding of yourself and the world around you. And when you embrace struggle as a part of life, you no longer shrink from challenges. You no longer avoid situations that require effort or courage. You begin to see each test as a chance to stretch yourself beyond limits you have previously accepted. Confidence that comes from consistent effort and reflection begins to grow within you, because every action taken in alignment with your purpose reinforces the belief that you are capable of more than you imagined. And you begin to understand that growth is not linear. It is not always visible. It unfolds quietly over time through repeated practice, through lessons learned from failures, and through the willingness to take risks, even when the outcome is uncertain. And this realization allows you to move through life with more courage, with more resilience, and with a deeper sense of meaning. Because you understand that every challenge, every experience, every success, and every setback is part of the grand process of becoming your best self. And as you continue to evolve, you begin to cultivate habits that support your growth, habits that strengthen your mind, habits that nurture your spirit, and habits that expand your capacity to give and receive love and wisdom. And through these practices, you become more aware of your own potential and more willing to embrace opportunities that align with your purpose. And when you live with this mindset of growth and evolution, you inspire others to do the same. You create ripples that extend beyond your immediate environment. You become a living example of the power of transformation and the impact of choosing to embrace your journey fully. And in this way, you realize that being alive is not simply about survival. It is about engaging with life with curiosity, with courage, and with commitment. It is about using every moment to learn, to expand, to create, and to become the person you were always meant to be. And when you embrace this truth, your life takes on a new depth, a new vibrancy, and a new clarity, because you are no longer living passively. You are living intentionally, and every action you take is a step forward on the path of your own evolution, a path that is uniquely yours and that holds infinite possibilities. You are alive to connect to others, to contribute to the world in ways only you can, to share your story, your wisdom, your love, and your unique gifts with people around you. And when you begin to see that your existence is intertwined with the lives of others, You start to understand that connection is one of the most important reasons for being here. It is through relationships, through shared experiences, and through acts of service that life gains meaning and purpose. And even the smallest gestures of kindness or the quietest words of encouragement can ripple outward in ways that you may never fully comprehend. Every time you take the time to listen to someone with empathy, to offer help without expectation, or to simply be present with another person, you are filling a fundamental reason for your existence, because life is not meant to be experienced in isolation. It is meant to be shared. And when you embrace this truth, you begin to notice the profound impact you have on those around you. And when you contribute to others, whether it is through teaching, guiding, supporting, or inspiring, you are also contributing to your own growth and understanding, because the act of giving without needing recognition develops humility, compassion, and a sense of purpose that strengthens your spirit and your character. And when you approach life with this mindset of contribution, you realize that every interaction matters, that every moment is an opportunity to leave a positive mark, and that your story is more powerful when it is used to uplift others rather than just to serve yourself. And the beauty of this understanding is that it transforms ordinary experiences into extraordinary ones, because you start to see purpose in the smallest actions, meaning in the simplest moments. The Go-8 is your life intersects with others. You see the lessons you can offer and the wisdom you can share and the encouragement you can give. And through this process, you develop a deep spiritual sense of fulfillment, because you are participating fully in the cycle of like receiving connection, contributing, evolving, and evolving. And when you contribute what contributes into your life, you do and struggles and hold up, and you continue to chuggles in your habits and your recovership and challenges can be used, who made in challenge by challenges and use a big governance that be experience it is shared. And when you walk into a similar path, we have, and significance and we have, carries response privileges that your life matters in ways that extend far beyond your immediate awareness. And this understanding fosters a profound sense of gratitude, because you see that you are entrusted with our ability to work out, to impact the world around you. And with that into your relation, you start to approach and make has ever you been intention work. That awareness you start to, that actions you make to abani with casu, not life. And when you live with this consciousness, Nick, that both send someone else's life, that with this consciousness, you begin to nerve valve as well. You get back the ways you support others, the ways you lift those who cannot lift themselves. And through this process, reasons for being alive, which is to use your gifts, your heart and mind as, to leave it brighter, your mind to make the world spire better experience, to discover one of the greatest says. You, and in realizing this, you begin to live with purpose, joy, and fulfillment, because contribution becomes a guiding force, a North Star that directs your actions and gives your life meaning in every moment, and every connection you make becomes a testament to the power of life lived with intention, the lives of others. Even in the darkest moments, there is always something to notice, something to appreciate, something that reminds you that life is worth living, because being alive gives you the ability. It surrounds you, and when bien back is Simone DB and use and go to start to see life starting to be able to stand that hadder unease, not just circumstances and letters taste and happiness by result of circumstances, but a true lens which you view the world. And when you practice gradation for resilience consistently, you create a founder ground that you come from the joy in this focus and the one has powerful reminder taste in your life is the mind in this space, and the calmness bar in your patience in order of live a quiet taste by you, and the louder and lover you process to come powerful reminders use against the force you run this be with tea to value light of be powerful who to be and try to feel or to love d that's you. And when you cultivate this awareness, your energy shifts, because you no longer take existence for granted to be engaged more with every experience, every interaction, and every opportunity, and that comes more focused, which don't appreciate and wait, lose some of the way to navigate probably that can set back, so it's become appreciation of association. You find no longer restraints and doubts that you control entirely repeats the intro, because your mat fuse more fully with etigi, and branded you begins the happiness, life itself a treasure you have, and the strength you possess to create even more meaning and progress. And when you live with gratitude, your decisions are guided by positivity, because you are making choices from this otherness rather than as to relax that's minus scarcity. As minus scarcity improve when you extend to a possibility of the placentity, pider encourages patience compassioning, and it allows you to see the best in people in situations. And when you consistently notice and honor what is working, line with opportunities because over time destructive gratitude toward gratitude practice per action as your focus draws there is that's a mass present matching what is start to and what is practice and what is present and what is good, because good is that the fuel success, because it trains your mind to recognize possibilities, your heart to remain open, and your spirit to stay resilient even when circumstances are difficult. And the more you integrate gratitude into your daily life, the more you begin to realize that happiness, strength, and fulfillment are available to you in every moment, and that the act of noticing, appreciating, and valuing your life is itself a reason to be alive. And this awareness transforms how you approach challenges, pursue your goals, because each step taken with appreciation is a step toward a life of purpose, clarity, and joy. And when you can continue to live linear days, become even small, even narrow days become extraordinary, even small victories, and then every breath, every food becomes more of every experience becomes a mind of life, and a feeling that then swells the relationship worth the next should be journeying and everybody feels fully. And that detail then read in my life, to rift as pursues that be life is that glide your action and switch your accent. You find you don't ever and live this pricey sail with meaning into haberding hoviv to the fullest. Alive is an invitation to discover your propelling that is unique to you and waiting to be revealed through your actions, your choices, and your experience that every life carries, and the fact holds potential. Mean you high into something on your lives that they not heal you immediately, so they know it behands that heal your life. And this purpose made you are here, they can each day, and there is this really but each worldly existence, or there's attention, series of messages, every existence tell, the access how we have is and have. You are given the opportunity to move closer to it through self-reflections, through persistence, and through the small intentional steps you take toward growth, contribution, engage as you begin to notice patterns that life consciously youth and connections that God you're calling you. Recognize the experiences that have shaped you, the strengths you have developed, the passion in your spirit, and the ways you naturally influence and inspire those of you when you begin to align your actions with this emerging clarity, be confident, and each effort can confidence because after the building for you and meaningful each decision resonates of purpose. Each step feel with greedy purpose you start to lie around you, and when you begin to are those around you and have when they shape to use that with and is that it is both discovered and created, is revealed through experience and expressed through action. And the more you embrace your journey, the more you begin to see that your life has significance beyond what you can measure or imagine. And when you pursue your purpose fully, you notice that your presence in the world matters, not because you are seeking recognition or reward, but because the impact of your life naturally extends to those around you, and every choice to love and to contribute, to serve, to act with the creature grid extends. Make the act of your life chariot to your lacto legacy uniquely yours, and this understanding transforms how you approach challenges and how you navigate uncertainty as you every difficulty carries lessons. And be the in obstacle tone toward your no line, intentionally building higher that your higher calling, and then with attention while you live with stepping stone into less stepping stickle. Can the obstacle realize that ever view uncertainty because you realize with his gully to rest on palpation to produce that both in preparation for alpha and shifts you see off your approach ahead, and the realization of the gift from me puts and flinging gives wonder truth is the world better spectacle inspiration because leave you are better is not found. It was of the sun and then so you stuck with another here was rushing to word like because each experience which brings is calling you to some further than you put on for there's even when you see but an ultimate now you but some spirit is not like members and spoiling moving is your words that Mac comes true she see wait is you or why you because each of them diff fully going all being obedient chances of gain fits about some me hath is only doing the power kind of huge question of why you've been alive. You begin to see that your life is not random or accidental. It is intentional. It carries a purpose. Every struggle, every moment of doubt, every challenge has shaped you. This point forward becomes part, and every choice you make from front hours of what you quiet victory as you from this journey. Every existence matters. Existence stream to that only you can fulfill is that only you can full gift, and it can carry your is a gift and others. Before flap of that create the love, touch the love you give, the lessons you share, and the growth you cultivate within yourself. And as you embrace your presence in this world of awareness, courage, and gratitude to creativity, meaning creating opportunity per state, you discover with being alive, it's just that it is not just to stay your purpose to connect deeply and to live fully in the habits you build, the attention you give to your mindset, the gratitude you practice, the struggles you overcome, the combining answer this for this question in the most profound way by living intending you honor your existence by showing up fully on every moment, and by contemporary every moment to growth you transform life from something ordinary into something ordinary. And when you recognize the extraordinary and recognize the connection chance to spirit, it has a step closer to the chance step for the earth you relate to actual each is to share your result to ordinary as a chance connection chance meaning to diff when your members you are definition passion and you're being alive you did a choice you make enough members being quiz that light to mean you dedicate that being comes that myth you win and jury the opposite you pursue all kind of bad